Welcome back to The Grind. In this video, as requested, we are going to talk about the September Week 2 objectives. Now, I have already completed these as we are now in Week 3, but I did have some requests to do a Week 2 video, so I'm going to go through those, which the objectives were to defeat champions of different rarities with a special attack. So we'll talk about where you can do this cheap and easy, and what champions you might want to prioritize using to make it a little easier for you to get these objectives done. Now, this is maybe useful for those who are just new Cavalier players and they don't do a lot of fights against 6-star champions in general, or if you haven't been as active and you just need to get through these objectives as quick as possible, or you're just trying to do one objective and you're going to pick whichever one is easiest for you. So where can we go to find 5 and 6 stars, which is the higher tiers, the top ones that you're going to get the better rewards from? Well, a lot of those are going to come from general questing. Even Masters into Uncollected and Cavalier, you're going to get a lot of 6 stars. And other general questing as well in story mode is where you're going to get a lot of these objectives done just from playing the game. That it also includes Alliance Quest and Alliance War if you participate in those. And then the easiest and most effective or efficient way to get a lot of these champions done is Arena. Now, I know a lot of players don't like Arena, but if you are trying to get through these quick and easy, Arena is a great place for you to go and make sure you're finishing off the fights with special attacks. If you go into the 6-star basic or featured arena, you're going to go up against a lot of 5 and 6-star champions, and so you'll get those top prizes done. Now, if you're trying to get the 4-star objectives done, the 4-star Summoner Trials arena is the best place to go for that, because you're going to be seeing a lot of 4-star champions, and you don't need to do as many finishing blows with the special attacks for the lower tiers. So you can get through that pretty quick just doing a little bit of arena over a few day period. Otherwise, you can go into lower questing as well and go up against those champions. And even in story mode, if you're going to do some farming, for example, I believe if you are going to use the Act 4.3.5 quest for energy farming, this is where I would go for farming energy refills. You will find 4-star champions here. And if you want to, you can do this and knock out those objectives while farming energy refills. And sometimes you won't have any on the map, so you'll just take the short path, finish it off, and restart it. Now, for 3 stars, that was the one that was most annoying for me, because I don't really go up against 3 stars that often, and if I do, it's really easy content and I'm just auto fighting it. Well, you can go into story mode, and I'm going to show a little bit of a trick that I use. Not really a trick, but what I did to get this done. But Act 4.1.6 for revive farming, with also a chance at energy refills, or you can do the classic difficulty of variant 7, chapter 2, quest 2, or another great place to go for lower content is just the event quest. If you go to the monthly event quest and go all the way down to the easiest difficulty, normal. And I recommend always exploring chapter 1 of normal, heroic, and masters, which I haven't done yet, because the energy cost is only 1 and you get units from completion and exploration. But let's go in and just do a quick example of what I did to knock out these 3-star objectives. So ideally for this, I wanted champions that would gain power quickly. And one that I stumbled across that was nice was actually Dragon Man, because he has a power gain that he gets at the start of the fight. And so I would go into this and I would not auto fight. Oh, these are actually 2-star champions, but we'll just use this as a demo. So you have to go into higher difficulties. So it was actually 3 stars. And if you were doing the revive farming, or if it was maybe heroic or masters, you would have that. But what I would do is I would take the champion. I would not hit auto fight, but I would just hit fight. And then I would be doing whatever I'm doing, walking around the house, studying, getting work done, whatever it is you're doing, and just don't worry about what's happening, because you have such a strong champion against a very weak champion. And then you look at the screen, you're like, oh, hey, look, I've got a special attack. I can throw that off, and boom, there, finishing blow with a special attack. And it takes a matter of seconds. And then you go on to the next fight and push fight. Let it happen, whatever it's doing, pay attention, watching TV, whatever it is you're doing. This is a way that you can, with less energy, still knock out these objectives. Or, of course, you can just go in and play through it faster, that is definitely going to be quicker. And if you want to go into arena, you can get it done even quicker. But again, for the 3 stars, you're going to want to do the lower content. Now, if you are having trouble with 5 and 6 stars, well, 6 stars in particular, what I'd recommend is going into the uncollected difficulty, Chapter 1, Quest 1, and let's take a look and see here what we have. We have 6-star champions that have very low PI. Like, look how weak these are. You could kill these with like rank 3, 4 stars very easily. And you could do this very quick. And it does take some energy. It's only 3 energy though, because it's 1 energy per tile in this quest. And you can go to this Hulkbuster and just beat him several times. Or if you haven't explored these maps yet that have one energy, you can just go through and clear the maps and get your finishing blows with special attacks on these 6-star champions that have very low PI. Now, what champions do you want to use to make this happen? Well, more so, I guess I should say, what champions do you want to avoid? You want to avoid champions that have damage over time effects, especially on their basic attacks, because it can be very challenging to time a special attack when they're already dying from damage over time effects. So Dr. Doom, you can control his shock a little bit. It's not that high damage, but if you throw off a special 2 on a champion that's going to survive it, then they'll die from the damage over time, and that's not ideal. So things like that are things to consider when you're doing this. And perhaps if you're, again, running this easy fight, maybe you want to bring in a champion that has increased power gain so you can get to those special attacks quicker and not have to worry about, killing them before you actually build up to a special attack. But that's really all I have for tips for these objectives. I do hope that this was helpful, and I will make more guides for these coming objectives as they come out. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck, and I hope to see you in the next video.